Okay, dear friends, from the University of Japan, three universities from Japan, and also from student and faculty from NTU. I'm very happy to be here online to give you a brief introduction about a concept about how to give a good presentation in scientific field. And as we all know, if you want to become a scientist, a good communication skill is very, very important. And we all think that written communication is important because you need to publish paper to get promoted and whatever. However, in my own opinion, I think oral communication is even more important. Generally, we can divide a scientific presentation into 4 different kind of categories. The first one usually is about 10 minutes talk, okay, including about 8 minutes of talk and about 2 minutes communication and discussion. And this kind of talk, usually when you are a doctoral student or a junior postdoc, and you go to the international conferences and you are giving your talk, that was in this kind of format, okay? And the second type of scientific communication and scientific talk is about 30 minutes. And this kind of 30 minutes communication talk, usually you give about 20 to 25 minutes of your work and about 5 minutes of question and answerings. And this type of talk, usually you're giving when you are a senior postdoc or a junior faculty to prevent a series, about 5 years of your work, and then usually this kind of invited talk, usually. Mm-hmm. And the third type of talk is basically the career talk. It's about 1 hour. And usually you are really, really established professors, and you were selected by the societies, and then you are giving your presentations and talk about in the past 15 to 20 years, your excellent talk, and you can give a conclusion, okay, or future perspective. However, the fourth type of talk usually is about 3 minutes only. And this type of talk, you need to give a presentation in a very short period of time and precisely tell your audiences what you're doing, what you're working on, and receive feedback. To be honest, in my opinion, the last type of talk, which is 3 minutes of talk, is the most difficult one to prepare, okay? Therefore, a lot of agencies in the world, especially universities, trying to establish this kind of 3 minutes talk competition in order to improve and enhance the students' ability to prepare this kind of talk. And this is exactly what we're doing here right now, okay? And right now, I think I will pass on my time to Chau-Ti to give you an introduction about how to prepare a good 3 minutes talk. Please, Chau-Ti.
Thank you. So, as you say, 3 minute talk is really difficult. And this difficult task we give to graduate students. And we encourage all graduate students present your dissertation in 3 minutes with a graphic. And also, your graphic is really important. So before I start, I want to say a few words about the 3 minutes talk. So first of all, you have to think about how you put your dissertation into one slide within 3 minutes. And within that 3 minutes, you want to really tell everybody your important findings and results. But since we are very into our dissertation, but usually we are too focused in our communication to callers, become very specific using the terminology in our field. However, when the 3 minute talk, we want students or faculty members to talk to a more general audience, to people who are not in your field but interested in your work. And in those cases, you need to design your slides very carefully and also lay out your talk in details. So I will start with how you lay out everything. So I would like to suggest people start from a general background. The general background is the big picture. So you want to give the audience the big picture first. Then you talk about some small details before you bring in your dissertation. And this, you construct your talk in layers from very big picture to general picture, then to your dissertation results, and give really detailed information about what you did and also use the words very carefully. For example, in our fields, we have specific terminologies. In biology, occasionally you will see the same words with slightly different meanings in different subfields. So when you give a talk, you want to avoid those really difficult terminology or jargons. You want to put in general words for people to understand. And this becomes really important. I also suggest the students write your scripts. This is not only because you're students or junior postdoc. This is the guideline provided to professors who are trying to do a very good online course. So when you want to design anything, you want to write your scripts in detail. Make sure you use the words consistent. Then lastly, I think your one slide is really, really important. I was thinking, you can look at a lot of YouTube talks. They present in 3 minutes. There are many of them are really excellent. And I also want you to, think about how you design your slides by looking at some of the graphical abstracts. We used to only write words for abstracts, and abstract is very structural, and you tell the general background, specific question, and your main results in some conclusion. So the graphic is doing the same thing. Graphical abstract, they want to put the entire abstract into a single graph and use a single figure, and use that to describe your big discovery. I think you can see many online good graphical abstracts, and that's something you can try to think about how you put your dissertation into one single slide. With that, I'll encourage everybody to apply for this competition, and also, this will be a good opportunity for people in Taiwan and in Japan know your thesis work. Thank you.
Okay.